Hello everyone, it's Mr. Montgomery again. Today we are doing lesson number 7 in Unit 8. And you can see it even says at the top of my paper right here. It says lesson 8-7. See it right there. Wasn't lying. And make sure you're on page 349. I'm going to zoom in on that page number real quick. That is the page number we want. 349. If you're not on it, pause the video, stop it where it is, find that page, make sure it's open. Okay? But if you already have that page open, then we're good to go. Alright, and today is an interesting lesson. It kind of continues off of what we were talking about yesterday. How we could take a group of 10 or any number made from a picture using our 10 sticks and 1 circles. How we can change that number, or not change it, but change how the picture looks by switching up how many 10s and 1s are in it, and it still makes the same number. I know, right now you're probably thinking, Mr. Montgomery, you're talking crazy. Let me show you real quick. Now, do not write this part down right here, okay? So yesterday we were talking about the number 24, so we'd have 2 10 sticks and 4 1 circles, right? We could also write the number 24 as 1 10 stick and 14 1 circles, right? Because what we can do is take one of these 10 sticks, break it into 10 pieces, and draw it as ones. That's another way we can show it. And then 4 more. 2, 3, 4. So over here we have 2 10s and 4 1s, but over here we have 1 10 and 14 1s. Either way, we still have the number 24. Nothing really changed except for what it looks like. That's it. Today we're going to continue on with that. We're going to do a little bit more practice with it. So if you thought yesterday's lesson was pretty simple, then I think today you're going to do awesome. So let me clear my board right here. Okay. Let's read this story problem and find out what exactly they want us to do. It says, Barry showed the number 42 with cubes. What are some ways he could show the number 42? It says, write the 10s and 1s to show the ways to describe it. And then they want us to describe the patterns that we see in the table. So when we make this table, okay, I think I got ahead of myself. When they say a table, they're talking about this chart right here that we're going to be using. They're calling this a table. It's not an actual table that you eat dinner at. But that's just what it's called. All right. So what I'm going to do is I like to draw the picture first. Okay? So we'll start off with the easy way that we already know how to show the number 42. We will just look at the number 42 and let's really zoom in. Ready? How many 10s are in the number 42? We have 4, right? We have 4 10s. So I'm going to draw 4 10 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can go ahead and do this part along with me. All right. And then how many 1 circles would we draw for the number 42? Well, we just look at the 1's place and we see that there is a 2. So that means we draw 2 circles, right? 1, 2. And so you'll see in a second why I like to draw the pictures next to the numbers. Because how they want us to write these tables is to only write the numbers. And to me, that's kind of crazy. So we're going to write the number next to our little picture. We have 4 10s and 2 1s. Okay? And this way, if you ever get confused about what we're doing, you can look at the picture right next to it. So now, what we're going to do is show another way we could make the number 42 with our sticks and circles, okay? So what if we took one of these 10s away and we only had 3 10s? what would I do with this 10 stick that I broke into a bunch of pieces? Well, I would have to put them with the ones, right? If they were broken into a whole bunch of little pieces. So I'm going to draw all 10 of those circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But I'm not done because we still had 2 in the ones place from the beginning. So we have to make sure we draw those 2. 1 and 2. So now how many 10s do we have? We have 3 10s, and we have how many 1s? We have 12. So this is another way we can make 42. And if you're ever confused, you can count on everything that we did. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. You can count them all up and you will get the same number. But we're not done yet because there's another way we can make the number 42. And all we're going to do, guys, is take away another 10 stick. So if we take away another 10 stick, how many are we going to draw down here in the next box? Just 2. 1, 2. But if we take away a 10 here and break it into a whole bunch of pieces, we have to draw it over on the one side. So let's go ahead and draw all of those 1 circles. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me draw these a little bit smaller. You guys can make dots if you like, if it's a little easier. Just like little dots instead of regular circles, just because I know the space gets a little tough. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. I'm going to zoom in just a smidge more here. Alright, but I have to make 10 for that 10 stick that we broke into pieces. But I'm not done because everything that we drew in the box before that has to get dropped down. Kind of like how these 2 had to come down here. Okay, so now everything I drew up here, we have to make sure we bring that on down. Okay, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So I took all 12 of those circles from up here and I had to bring them on down. And then we also had that 10 we broke into pieces and I drew that. So now how many 10s do we have? We only have 1, 2. We have 2 10s. How many 1s do we have now? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So now we have 22 1s. If you notice a pattern, every time we take 1 10 away here, we're adding 10 over here. See how there was nothing in the 10s place at first? We can just imagine a 0 right here. And then it got bigger by 1. And then it got bigger by 1 again. So that 2 that we started with, it doesn't change. It stays the same the whole way down. But we're just giving 10 more to the 1s every time. And then the 10s over here is just getting smaller by 1 every time. It started as 4. Then it went smaller by 1 and went to 3. Then it went smaller by 1 again and went to 2. There is a pattern. So let's predict what the next part will be. If we keep getting smaller by 1 in the 10s place, how many 10s should we have now for the next way we can make 42? We should only have 1. right? So 1 10 stick, and then I'm going to write a fancy number 1 so it looks different. And then we just have 1 10. But it doesn't mean that this 10 stick over here from before disappeared. We have to put it where? We put it over on the 1 side. That's all we're doing. All right, so let's go ahead and before we forget, let's draw that 10 that we had to take away here. Okay, so let's draw 10 little dots. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we drew those 10 from that 10 stick that we broke into a whole bunch of pieces, and we put it on our 1 side. But we can't forget about all these other dots that we drew before. We cannot forget about them. And how many dots do we have here that we have to draw? We have to draw, well, we look at the number, right? 22. So we have to bring these 22 dots down along with it. So let's go ahead and draw those 22 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 21, 22. All right, see how the pattern just keeps going? We gave it a 10. We gave it another 10. It got bigger by 1 each time. Now, how many 1s do we have in our 1 spot? We have 32. See how it just got bigger from a 2 to a 3? We have that pattern just keep going the whole way. Had 0. It was just that 2, right? Now we had to give 10 more. So a 1. Then we gave 10 more, it became a 2, and then 10 more to a 3. Oh my gosh, it's so much counting. But we got this. We got this, guys. And then if you're ever confused or lost, you can always count on from your 10 stick and count on into your 1s. So watch. We can just go ahead and check all the work we've done so far really quick. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So remember, everything we do has to equal... Oh, you know what? Let me make some room over here. We need some space. We need some more space. Because remember, everything that we're doing has to equal the number 42. We're just showing different ways that we can draw it. So, if we have 4 10s and 2 1s, it makes 42. If we have 3 10s and 12 1s, it makes 42. If we have 2 10s and 22 1s, it still makes 42. And then if we have 1 10 and 32 1s, that is a lot of 1s, oh my gosh, it still makes 42. That is the answer you should get every single time. Okay, and now there's only one thing left we can do on this chart. Right? There's only one more step. And then we will have shown all the ways we can make 42. Okay. Now remember, this pattern keeps going. It gets smaller. In our tens place, 4, 3, 2, 1. What comes after 1? 0. So that means we have no more 10s on our 10 side of the chart. So how many 1s dots do you think we have to draw in our 1s place? We have to make 42 dots. My gosh, that is so many dots. Whew. Okay, guys, you ready? We are going to draw 42 dots. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how fast we can do this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Oh my gosh. So if we have 0 10s and 42 1s, right, it still gives us 42. Oh my goodness. Is you guys like hand cramping up from drawing all those circles? My gosh. Woo! Alright. So I know this is a lot. It's a very, very big lesson. Let's go on to the next page and we're going to practice this just a little bit more, okay? Alright, so now we should all be on page 350. If you're not on page 350, just turn the page in your workbook. It's just the next page over, that's all. Nothing crazy. So you'll see the little boy that was on the page before. He's using one of these charts to show different parts of a number, or how you can make a number with using different kinds of parts, different amounts of 10s and 1s. And we're going to keep practicing this, guys. So don't worry, we're going to practice a little bit more here. Oh my gosh, I made that way too large. Hold on, my gosh. Scaring myself over here. Okay. let's go through number 1 together, okay? Let's go through number 1 here. Alright. Says Carly lists all the ways to show 25 as 10s and 1s. What ways does she list? Well, they already showed us one. So, I'm going to draw the little 10 sticks here to help myself out. So there's 2 10s and then there's just 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so, and then we can trace over this 2 and this 5. And they got this because they just looked at the number and said, okay, there's a 2 in the tens place. I'm going to write a 2 for the tens place right there. And then there's a 5 in the ones place. Well, I'm going to write a 5 right here in the ones place. They did the easy ones for us. Let's think of another way we could show this. If we take away one of these 10s, how many 10s will we have left in our tens place? We will just have 1. So you can draw 1 10 stick, and we can try drawing one of those fancy ones so we don't get confused. But that 10 stick we took away has to go somewhere, right? We had to break it up into little pieces, these little cubes or like circles, right? And how many pieces does it get broken into? We have to break it into 10, right? So let's draw 10 circles over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it's not the prettiest, it's okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we still have to take the original 5 and bring them all down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now how many 1s do we have over here? Well, if you counted all these little circles, they would give you 15. Okay? I want you to try doing this last one on your own. What is the last way we can show the number 25 with 10s and 1s? What is the last way we can do this? All right, if you're still working, pause the video. Okay, if you're all done, let's go over this together and see if you got the same answer I did. Okay, so the last way we can make 25 is we're going to take away this last 10, right? Going to break up in tiny pieces, which gives us 0 tens. But then how many ones dots are we going to have? We're going to have all 25 over here. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So remember, no matter what you do, it has to equal 25 because that is the number we're working with. So 2 tens and 5 ones gives us 25. And then 1 10 and 15 ones still gives us 25. And then if we have 0 tens and 25 ones, we still have 25. And don't forget about the pattern. Every time the tens place goes lower by 1, you have to give 10 more to the one side of the chart. So it goes from 2, 1, 0. This goes from having a 0 in the tens to having a 1 and then a 2. Okay, so let's go over to number 2 here. And they are giving us a brand new number to work with. It says Andy wants to show 31 as tens and ones. What are all the ways? So remember, whatever we do, everything has to equal 31. Okay, no matter what we do, it has to equal 31. So go ahead and try this chart, or you know what, just try the first one on your own. Just try this first one, and then we'll go over this part together. And then I'll let you guys try the rest of it on your own. But for now, just try this first one where the arrow's pointing. The very first tens and the very first ones. Alright, I think that one should have been pretty quick for you guys. So let's go over this one together. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to look at the number 31. How many tens does it have? 3. So we're going to write the number 3 right there. And if you want, you can draw the 3 10 sticks. And then how many ones does it have? Just 1. So we're going to make one little dot, and you can write the number 1. Okay, so I'm hoping that you got the same answer there. So we have 3 tens and 1 1. So remember, now another way we can show 31 is by breaking apart one of these 10 sticks into tiny circles and putting them over on the one side. So try to just show me the next one on your own, okay? What's another way we can make 31 with tens and ones? Alright, if you're still working on this, just pause the video, take your time, and finish this second box here. If you're all done, we're going to keep flowing. We're going to keep flowing through this. And let's see. Remember, if we take one of these away, how many will we have left? We'll have 2. Remember, it just gets smaller by 1 each time. So we have 2 10 sticks. But that 10 stick we got rid of doesn't just go away. It goes over to the one side over here. And it gets broken into 10 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we still have to take that original 1 dot and bring it on down. So now we have 11. Let's draw some fancy ones here so we don't get them confused with 10 sticks. Now we have 11 ones, so 2 10s and 11 ones still makes 31. All right, try the next one on your own. All right, if you're still working on this, then pause the video, take your time. All right, remember just doing the next box down here, that's all. If you're all done, we're going to move on and check your answer. All right, so 1 lesson 2, because we're going to take one of these 10s away and break it apart into little pieces, put it over here. That means we'll just have 1 10 stick left. Okay, so we're keeping that pattern. 3, 2, 1. But now we got to draw that over here. Now let me change colors here so it stands out. So now I have to draw 10 from the 10 stick that we broke apart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, we're going to take these 11 up here, and we still have to bring them on down because they're getting added to it. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. So now how many dots do we have? We have 22. Okay, and now do this last one on your own. What is the last way we can make 31? Oh, 32. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy I saw that. Not 32. It's okay if we make mistakes. 31. Why did I write it 2? That's craziness. Make it a little fancy one here. There we go. Much better. So 110 and 21 ones will make 31. All right. So go ahead and write the last way you can make 31 with 10s and 1s. All right. So if you're all done, let's keep on moving. If you're not done, pause the video and take your time. Now, if we take away this last 10, that means we have 0 left. And that means we have to have 31 ones over here. Now, if it helps you to draw them out, you can draw them out, but you do not have to. If you think that this is pretty easy stuff, you are more than welcome to just write the numbers. So, you can have 3 10s and 1 1, 2 10s and 11 ones, 1 10 and 21 ones, or 0 10s and 31 ones. And no matter what, it will always equal 31. Okay, so I know this is a little bit of a complicated lesson. If you are confused, please let me know. Or if I'm still teaching, you can sit in on me finishing up the lesson, and maybe rehearing it will help you understand it. If you are not in my class and you do not you're having trouble with this, please let your teacher know. Let her know that you did finish the video and that you're just still a little confused about something. And I'm sure he or she will do their best to help you. So if you are not in my classroom, but you are enjoying the video and learning a little bit of extra math with us, please stop here. Let your teacher know that you're all finished. For my friends in my classroom, I'm going to show you today's online assignment. All right, friends, so for your online activity, of course, it's the same thing as we usually do, where we go to the man in the blue box, we click on classwork, and at the top, or near the top, it will say 8-7 quick check. There's about 3 problems, and then that's it. After you finish this, you may go on Pink Cat and practice any math skills you like. Okay, but this will help me understand who is having some real trouble with this topic. Okay, guys, so that's it for today. I hope that you understand the lesson. I hope that this video helped. If you are really confused, please let me know. All right, so I will see you guys next time, and I hope you all have a great day. See you later.